There we fucking go. Finally. My people, what is going on? Yeah, bro, the OBS was sleeping the sound settings in the first cutscene. What is going on? In the first cutscene, it wasn't playing the music, so I had to re-add the screen capture audio, and then on the other screen, it still wasn't adding the audio, so I had to re-add it again. I hope it didn't blow your ears up, because it fucking blew mine up. My ear feels like it's bleeding. I'm doing good, bro. I'm doing well. I had a banging day. I had a wonderful day. Market opens in 5 minutes, so my marks will disappear. So I marked up my trades for the day before it disappears. So today was a wild day, huh? Gold just flew up today. That's what's up. I'm working on my evaluation on Top Step. This is my first try on Top Step, so I need to reach the 3,000 goal, and I'm up 899. So far so good. Basically, all right. Boom, boom, boom. Let's open up XAU. Alright, let's start marking up some levels here. So we just decided to blow past through these levels here on gold today. Gold just closed below all the highs here on the daily, broke previous weekly high. Our daily today closed with no top wick, no bottom wick, so that's something to keep in mind. We have no top wick and we have no bottom wick. What happens when you see gold initially driving up like this without a pullback? Let's see, do we have anything on the smaller time frame? Barely, dude. Every time we get a rally to the upside, we get that rejection. The rally to the upside, we get that rejection. Now, anticipating this rejection is very difficult. But what do we know about top wicks and bottom wicks in the daily candles? When you close with no top wick, you've determined there is no more range left for a continuation. So what can you expect? You can expect a top wick on the next day and then a continuation to the downside. If gold so chooses, you know, gold can literally go and continue making all-time highs again. Maybe time for caution. Stock edges up as key earnings awaited. Treasury yields climb. Gold rises to a record safe haven buying ahead of US elections. We got a couple minutes for the market open, so let's start marking up some levels. So these are our daily highs right here. So we're closing no top wick on the 30, the 4 hour. So every time frame is closing with no top wick, and we're closing with no top wick here. Oh no, we do have a sort of a top wick here, but we did close above, and we came down and rejected off here. So we already did the break and retest basically. So we broke, retested, and drove. We've already done that. So what can we expect for tonight? Taking a continuation of the buys is probably the most logical thing that you can expect. But today did close without a top wick. So there really is no range to fill here. There really is no range to fill here. So first I would wait for more buys. I would wait for gold to start creating some ranges, right? I would wait for gold to start coming up, and then we can take an entry. You know what I'm saying? I need gold to start creating some ranges, some supports, some resistance, and then maybe we can think about taking some entries to the upside there. To come back down for some sells, it's gonna be tough, man. I would like to break below this level here and start closing below, because then at that point you're closing back into this range here. We have some good decent volume to the downside. This range here is tiny, it's 50 pips, but this range here is 100 pips, so that would make a lot more sense. Sorry, I'm on a live trade on my live account right now. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm in a US 30, but I don't want to show that because I'm on marked up on here. So yeah, man, I would like to see gold start to come down and start closing back into these ranges, and then maybe we can have a continuation to the downside, or maybe start to close below here, but then it would still be tough, bro, because we're at all-time highs. So we might just see gold continue to drive up to the upside. Let me set a TP here. So bet. What was I saying? Right. So we're starting to get a double top formation here. We're starting to create some resistance here. We're starting to reject the resistance, but we are at all-time highs. Any flip bullish and re-break of all-time highs, you could see a massive pop to the upside. So that's something that you definitely want to be aware of when it comes to trading gold here at all-time highs. Every time that you try to short all-time highs, if you're not very tight on your stops, or if you're not if you're over risking, that will come back and bite you in the ass. Wow, what a day, gold, what a day. So let me see if I can explain to you guys some of the trades that I took today on the evaluation account. So I took on this trade here on gold, I was looking for a continuation to the upside. So this morning we were arranging, right? So what is one thing that I've learned from Don and from Wix? When you're, depending on the kind of day that you're in, if you're on a ranging day, if you're on a breaking out day, or if you're on a pulling back day. So either the market is consolidating, either the market is driving, or the market is pulling back. One of those three. So what did I identify? Once price came up to these highs over here during London, this was our entire London session. Asian drove us up to this level, and our entire London session we were bouncing back and forth. So when we had the first indication that we were going to break out of this range, when we had the very first indication that we were going to break out of this range, I was looking for sells, right? So we closed below this range here. So here we closed below the most recent. we formed an onion and we came down, right? Here we closed below this full entire most recent level, and price closed below, so I was waiting for a sell stop here. As soon as price came up, started forming top wicks first, I had a sell stop set for a continuation to the downside, but price failed to break out. So what did I notice? What did I realize? I realized that we were confirming the range portion of the morning. So once we failed to break out here, that we rejected back into range, I decided that we were going to be ranging for the foreseeable future. So when price came down, when price drove up here, I actually had a buy stop on the flip of this candle. It drove 17 pips, and then I got stopped out break even. On this second entry here, I actually took 2 entries. So if we go down to the 5-minute chart, let's go down to the 1 minute. I actually took 2 separate entries here. Where are you? So I took an entry right here. Price drove about 17 pips, and then I got stopped out break even. I should have actually closed the trade there because they hit my 1-to-1, but I wasn't paying attention and I didn't close the trade. So on my second trade was right here. So as soon as the market pulled back on this entry right here, I took a buy right here on the bottom wick of this 15-minute candle. It was a 15-minute formation. The 15-minute came down first without forming a top wick, so I got in on the bottom wick of that 15-minute, and price started going against me. I took another entry right here. I took another entry right here, and that's where I pineappled out of the trade. So I closed this first trade at break even. I closed this second trade in profit, and I came out a winner on this trade. My second trade of the day was after news played out at 9:30 market open. Actually, this was before news. So at 9:30 NYSE open, as the market was pulling back here, and we started forming support here, I took buys for a continuation to the upside because I realized that once this 30-minute candle closed outside of the range, once this 30-minute right here, so once this 30-minute candle, I think, what was it, a 15-minute candle that closed outside? Right here. So once we had this 15-minute candle that closed outside the most recent range, the next candle formed resistance doji at the top. When this candle came down, formed the bottom wick, I took buy stops on the flip of this 5-minute candle right here. So I took a buy stop on the flip of this 5-minute candle. So my entry was actually right here. So I took a buy stop on the flip of this 5-minute candle. So my entry was right here. And then I rolled it up to right here. I actually stacked positions here because my stop loss was kind of small. I had a smaller stop loss that if we rebroke this low, price would, that's where my stop loss was. So those are my 3 trades on gold. And then I took another trade on the Nasdaq, and I actually caught the bottom of the Nasdaq today. This trade was a break-even trade. I got stopped out break-even here, and then I took an entry right here on this bullish flip. So once we had that 10 o'clock news that the candle pushed down, we rebroke the news high. I took an entry on the rebreak of the news high, and I drove it right up to this candle. And as soon as we started flipping bullish, I closed right here. I just spammed the close button. So I had some banger trades today. Banger trades today. But as for gold, what we can expect today, tough, man. Gold is tough. So, in order to get sells right now, I would have needed a top wick first on this candle. So I would have needed price to come up, create a top wick first on this candle, and then flipped bearish. And then maybe I could have possibly taken a bearish entry. That would have made more sense to me right now. But it's very difficult to take a sell now during market open, especially when there was no pre-market news that was telling us something was going to happen. So you're expecting it to pull back to 2770 before driving to the upside, which would be this level right about here. That makes sense. We're sweeping the liquidity here, tapping the previous resistance, turning it into a support. If we do confirm that as support and start bouncing off there, we could see some continuation to the upside. That could be the bottom wick for the daily for 9 o'clock London, or for 9 o'clock Asian, to give us that drive to the upside. So that makes a lot of sense as well. If we start coming down here to bounce off here for a drive to the upside. But in order for me to take sells here, I wanted to see this. You see what I'm saying? I want to see the motion play out. I want to see price create a high, retest that high, liquidity grab, and I'm out. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to necessarily be twice, but form a high, liquidity grab, and reject. And I would be in there somewhere like right here, somewhere on the break of these lows, on the closure below. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for price to form these two highs, to now break the highs and reject hard, confirming this as a liquidity grab for then sells to the downside. So how can you get that? Actually, it's tough. These 5 minutes are tough. We need the market to start moving and printing some candles to see. We are in this little range here. So if we're in this range here, right, where would be the most logical area to get sells into, where you would be able to enter a position and have a nice target with a nice stop loss before you reach a level of interest that can possibly cause price to reject. If you take sells here, your first level is at 34 pips where price can reject, which would make decent sense. You have, this is a very strong uptrend here. We broke it, and now we're coming up to retest it. So look at it like this. We broke the trend line to the downside. If we come up and we retest the trend line and then reject back down, that would be a perfect break and retest of the trend line, which would be exactly what I drew here, which would be the motion. So no matter how you identify that move, you always want that liquidity to be grabbed before you take a trade to the downside. Or to the upside. That liquidity being grabbed is just so important. You see how right there it aligns with the trend line break and retest. It aligns with the motion. It aligns with a lot of different concepts. But just the concept of wanting to break structure and then break back into range, that is key. What's it called? What are you looking at? Huh. Look at that 5. Check it out. I'm gonna have a sell stop here. Where's Don? Don Vo. Don the man. Let me see if Don said anything in our group chat today. I'm up 12 pips on my US 30 sell. And I'm looking to sell here as well. Let me see if I can get a clip out of this. So you said, where's Don Vo? Don Vo. So let's see here. Don Vo is executing after executing after executing after executing after executing. I have 250 notifications here. This man has been killing the fucking game. Has been just murdering the game and murdering the charts. Let's see what the signals chat is like. Let's see what some of the people are saying. Don's current pip counter so far, plus 76 pips for the day. In the morning, Don's pip counter, minus 52, then murdered it, plus 76 for the day after coming back from minus 52. I mean, bro, this man is killing it, murdering it, and he's not worried about what the internet is got to say. And my sell stop's about to be activated too. Using concepts I learned from him, using things I learned from him and Wix, using concepts I learned from them, putting concepts together in the way that I saw them put it together. Come on, man. The industry is playing games. The industry is just upset and sad with your crybabies in the industry. There is a lot of crybabies in the industry. Like some dude was like, oh, luckily I'm not in the MAM. That thing got blown. And some other guy was like, mine didn't. Like, come on, bro. People are angry. There's this dude in the chat that just loves to talk crap, but you're paying for signals, bro. Why are you paying if you're just gonna talk crap all day? Just chill, bro. Leave if you don't like it. People are very upset. Don is currently down 279 pips. And then he ends the day plus 100 pips. Like, come on, man. Alex G, I don't know, but Alex G gave me a lot of followers. Alex G. 3,783, brother. And that video got me oh. It's at 4.6 million views, bro. $4.6 million, dude. It says this video gave me 4,000 subscribers, but in total I have 3,700, so maybe like 300 people unsubscribed from me. Wow. Steady growth, and then I flipped my account. Did we get activated here? No, I'm probably gonna delete these sell stops if we close back into range here. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna delete these sell stops. Not interested. I'm going to log into my other account so I can show you guys my trade of 8, or sorry, my AMP trade. See how it's doing. So this is on my AMP live account. I don't have a stop loss. I just have a TP. I'm up 21 ticks. My target is 125 ticks. And this is my live account. I'm not showing profits on here. I'm not sure if that's legal or illegal or whatever the fuck, but I just know that people don't like that. Boom, 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 boom. So let's leave that there. Oop. Let's go to gold. So gold is starting to drive up now. So my analysis for the day is basically this. If gold starts to re-break all-time highs and give us a top wick on the daily, I'm going to look for a rejection to the downside. I'm going to be scalping rejections to the downside. I'm not going to be trying to swing them. I'm going to be having as short of stops as I can, because a continuation to the upside could very well be possible. We're riding the 10 SMA to the upside. We're riding the 5 SMA to the upside. We're about to scoop it. We attempted to cross over and failed, and now we're scooping on the 5. So, I mean, buys here might not look bad either. You know what I mean? It might be a little... Switch back to trade of 8. The rebreak of all-time highs. I don't know, bro. I know some people don't like to see money. They think you're flexing, so I changed it to ticks. And then I'll change it back to money on my own later, but tit for tat. Yeah, man, so we have there's not really much levels to mark up here, man. So we can start getting some, like, let's start from the beginning. So here is our all-time high. Our all-time highs, and we're in this range here. We kind of broke out over here. So we're technically sitting above this range, and we are in a much smaller range of 36 pips. So you could trade the range. Trading the range is a little difficult. We could trade all-time highs and the rebreak of all-time highs, but in reality, I want to see us get out of here. I think that this is trash. This range is worthless, and I don't want to be in it. I want to get out. I want to be down here where we have 50 to where we have 100 pips of range. You know what I mean? I want to get out of here. So we can break out to the upside, in which case I will start looking for continuation trades. Because every time that we break all-time highs, we've shown that we do continue. So look, we just broke all-time highs right now. Let's see what happens. Let's witness history together. We are witnessing all-time high break. Witness history with Eddie. I don't know how to spell witness. You know what? I'm taking a sell here. I took a sell there. Yeah, so I had a sell stop there earlier, and I moved the sell stop to a decent area just in case we start moving. But I think we're gonna have a little pullback here. We just had this little formation that I like to trade on the 1 minute, so I'm willing to take a stab at a short here at this level. My stop loss is up here at 50 pips. It's really arbitrary. There's nothing up there, but that's where my stop loss is. This will be my first trade that I ever take on stream. I usually don't trade market open, but I'm seeing a setup form, and I kind of want to get something in on stream for you guys. So if I see a little setup form, I think I'm gonna take it. We're about to have a 30-minute closure. That's Doji. about to close in 30 seconds. This 15 is about to close, respecting, creating a resistance here. Let's see. I will like a top wick first before coming down. Hey, if you guys are watching, please drop a like. This is the first trade that I'm taking on stream with you guys. This is not financial advice. Don't copy what I do. Just learn from what you see. On this trade, if my stop loss gets hit, I am risking exactly what I made today in profit, which would result in a break-even day. Just in case anybody asks. Well, if you're trading on one of these African brokers where you have 1 to 2,000 leverage, a 10 lot is only like $100. Come on, gold. Give me my 10 pips. The most I've had was a 1 to 500 leverage account. Almost as if we need to press the fast forward button and see what happens. How'd you guys do today? Any trades? What up, JT? %. If I risked more and hit 6% in a day, I would have passed this funded account. I think I need 60% on the dot to pass. Right now I need 4%, 4.5%. $135 on the week. If I was in 135 on the week on this one lot, it'd be $1,300. That's the way to go, bro. I took my money out of the live markets for a while and decided to go the funding route, and then decided to do both again. So I started putting my money back in the markets, and I have a live account. I actually have a trade on my live account running right now. Let's check it. Uh-oh, that looks like we're up 2.5 pips on it. $10 pips actually. Chart setting, ticks. We're up 5 pips on it. We were just up 26 pips. See, I don't know if you can see here, it says it's up 8 pips. %8 on the options account. Nice. How was that Nvidia trade today? Did you let's take a look at Nvidia. So Nvidia is actually being a little bitch right now. But you see this order block here? We respected it, but we came up, we tapped a 1 minute SMA. We're still kind of far away from the SMA on the 5, but we did scoop, so the scoop caused a massive drop. Massive bearish engulfing, massive. And it closed below all these ranges today, bro. Damn, that's tough. So because of this closure here, barely a bottom wick, we might see a bottom wick very, very bearish before a continuation to the upside tomorrow. You might see more death before we tap here or something. So the fact that this 1 minute close like this drove up to 141 and now it is now rejecting, that's telling us that it's most likely going to come down. That runner might get stopped or might be in some drawdown before we tap this area here. This is the area of interest that I think we need to tap for buys. See how when we broke the trend line today, we came down, we attempted to retest it, and then we were rejected. See JT, how I find these levels through basic market structure and candle analysis and no indicators, nothing, just my EYES indicator. Of course, earnings is going to make them change. News, like for example, today's news, right? So this was today at 10 o'clock when we had that news. Look at what gold did for this news, right? Boom, boom, boom. Where's 10? Right here, right? So we had mixed news. So you would expect gold to so when we have bad news, you expect gold to drive up. But we had mixed news. So what happened? Gold came up, then it came back down, and then it consolidated for a minute or two, and then it tried to break the lows again, failed, and then it broke the highs and came up breaking the highs, and that's what caused it to drive. So gold bounced around for a little bit, but eventually price action did its thing and news was irrelevant to the overall move. News here was irrelevant to the overall bullish move. If I would have left a runner from here, news was irrelevant to the overall move. So a lot of the times, on the bigger picture of things, news is irrelevant to the overall move. So if you're in there for a long swing, you should be fine. Case in point, Market Mechanic. Market Mechanic is up like 500 pips on his trade, and we've been through an entire week of news on his trade. So what does that tell you? That the news is not affecting his trade because market structure is indicating bullish momentum. So he's in a buy. So he's so far steep out of in profit in that trade that it doesn't matter what news events happen, gold is not going to come back down to his entry. My dog is getting a massage here. Damn, down 8 ticks. This is probably going to be like a 7:30 move probably. We'll probably be here for another while. Everybody, tell the market to go down. Speak. 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 Tell it to go down. Say, get the fuck down, gold. Hit that profit. I don't really be doing options, bro. Options are tough. I don't really like options. Because right now, I'm in a sell. I press sell. If price goes past that red line, I make money. If it goes the other way across that red line, I lose money. It's that simple. There's no theta. There's no decay. All there is swap fees when you're going past market open into market close. And on Wednesday, swap fees are triple. So that's really all you have to worry about, bro. You don't have to worry about nothing else. So all I'm worried about here is if price is gonna hit my TP or is it gonna hit my stop loss. So my break even point is on the retest of these lows here, on the retest of the daily lows, on the rebreak of the daily lows, which would be about 18 pips, which would most likely be where I would full close this trade at. So it all depends. Options is only for options, bro. Options is for options. Only options can trade options. Options. You gotta get on here, bro, when I start these Zoom calls, and you gotta give us some options masterclass. JT, bro, you gotta come to the Zooms, bro. You gotta come to Asian session at night. You gotta come hang out with us, bro. Look, right now I got 10 people coming to watch. So out of the 10 of you watching, one of you is gonna take something that I said today and you're gonna use it, and then you're gonna be like, damn, Eddie knows what the fuck he's talking about, and you're gonna come back, and then the next day somebody else is going to do the same thing. And then over time, you start picking things up. And if you start showing up to our streams, you're going to pick multiple things up that you're going to be like, ah, damn, I didn't notice that. Oh, damn, maybe I was looking at that, but I didn't have the conviction in my own trading to actually attempt that or to actually take a trade like that. Oh, I've been noticing this setup, but I've been too kind of scared to take it. But then you see other people taking that setup and other people talking about how they identify the same things, and you're like, huh, maybe I am onto something. Maybe these 1 minute entries are valid, and other people are looking at these 1 minute setups just like I am. And then you start telling people that you're on the 1 minute time frame, and they're like, what are you talking about? You're on the 1 minute time frame. Well, I'll tell you what, I took this sell off the 1 minute time frame. So we're about to find out right now if I lose this trade or if I win this trade. Technically, this is a break of my trading plan because I don't start trading till 7:30. But the structure was there, the price was there, what I wanted to look for was there. So the only really rule that I'm breaking is the timing wise. But we are consolidating, we are bouncing back and forth on this range. So I am looking to at least see another retest of these lows before gold eventually decides to continue to the upside. So with that being said, with this one lot closing anywhere here is perfectly fine. So I'm risking my entire day's worth of profit here, and then anywhere past is way more than what I need. Oh, bro, my dog JT has I don't know how many shares of Nvidia. Homie's got a fucking lot of Nvidia. Yeah, I feel the same way, bro. Whenever I whenever I look back at Dogecoin, let's go into my Robinhood, and I'll tell you what price I had Dogecoin and what price it is now. I had 890,000 or 8,900 Dogecoin at 0.01. So what's 8,000 Dogecoin in today's price? That's 1,400 bucks. So my $100 would have been 1,400 bucks on Doge. Yeah, bro. We would put in 20, 30, 40, 50 bucks, 100 bucks. It would go up 20, $30. And then we would just say, oh, that's our weed money. And we would pull it out. We had no thought of investing. See, we've been trading for years. We've been trading since we were like 20 years old. So I've been trading for like 8, 9 years. But I used to think Forex was a scam. And since I thought Forex was a scam and people that were trading Forex, I thought they were MLM scammers. I thought that trading was fake. So I figured I tried to learn how to do options. I had a client of mine who put his entire life savings into Dogecoin, and he had like 150 grand profit, and he was saying he was gonna wait for it to hit 1 million. And Doge is at the highest it's ever been, I believe. So if he's still held, man, he probably is at that million. It just depends what you do, right? Because some of our guys in the Discord made tens of thousands of dollars trading crypto, and they put it in stake coins, and stake coins went to zero, destroying their fucking money. So it depends what you do with the crypto. I don't know what crypto. I bought Doge, bro, when it was at under a penny, dog. And now it's at over a penny. That's like 1,000x increase for me. I didn't even look at it. Let's see. What was the highs of Doge? The highs of Doge was 0.219. So that would have been $3,000 for me at the height. That height was in 2024, but I bought the coin in 2021. So for me to hold $100 turned into a couple thousand, I would have been sold that shit. I would have been sold that shit. We're about to have an hourly closure here, gang. We're about to see if young Edward over here gets a dub or scrubbed. My stepdad had an entry that early, bro. He turned $1,000 into $30,000, bro. 30 grand. He immediately pulled it out, set 10% aside for taxes, and took 20 grand and redid our entire fucking house. And he said, this is what I needed. And he just pulled that shit out and redid our entire house. Kitchen, floor, bathrooms, everything. Yeah, eventually you gotta sell at some point. That's why if you're gonna go into crypto investing and you're gonna go into investing, tell yourself, all right, if my investment loses 50% of its value in a year, I don't think you should hold, maybe. But you say, all right, I'm not gonna touch this for a year. I'm gonna start it in January. Next January, we're gonna take a look and see what my investment into this has been like. Unless it goes up like 2x in a year. If it goes up a shit ton, you take your profits out, obviously. But if you're gonna be investing in like Bitcoin for the slow run, little by little, you don't want to take your profits out in a couple months. You just want to let that shit rock. Let Bitcoin hit $1 million. If it ever even gets there, we don't even know who the owners of Bitcoin are. Wait till that comes out. Wrong way, gold. You should have drove 8 ticks the other way. I would have went break even. Oh, JT, tell him how you got destroyed by SafeMoon. Or Calculus. Celsius, I said Calculus. Listen, God Molecule. We have so many stories, bro. JT's boss losing 20 grand on Celsius. To us getting scammed by someone pretending to be our friend. Fucking bro. You don't know the shit that we had to go through to get where we're at in the industry today. All the scams, watching people get scammed, BitConnect, bro. For me to be a trader today, bro, I had to go through so much. First of all, the people who made me a trader today are Don and Wix, the only two people that I believed ever actually did this in real life. Because I thought everybody else was a scammer. I thought everybody else was a scammer, and I was like, you're not a trader, you're a liar. You're a liar, you're not a trader, you're a liar. Oh, but I got a Lamborghini. I don't know how you got the Lamborghini, but you're a fucking liar. That's what I would call everybody. My friend was like, nah, man, look, I just made 100 grand today trading Forex. And I'm like, you're a liar. Look, bro, look at my terminal. I don't care what you show me, bro. You're a liar. I don't fucking believe you. You're a scammer. And that's how hardcore I was about calling anybody who traded Forex a scammer. And then I saw Don, and he was trading live, bro. And I was like, what the fuck? Who the fuck goes on live and just lets you watch them trade? This little Asian kid was doing it. And I was like, he's a fucking kid, bro. What does a kid know? Then you see a kid popping 5 lots. And you're like, 5 lots? How much is that? Holy shit, this guy's making 500 bucks in a trade? And I'm over here making nothing? Losing money? And then I just see him continuously winning and winning and winning and winning and winning and winning and winning. And I'm like, what the fuck? No, there's no way this is real, bro. And that's what got me into trading. Watching him and then eventually Wix, I was like, there's no way this trading shit is real until I saw somebody actually do it. If this goes down into profit, I'm going to let it rock a little bit. I hit the bathroom. Alright, my boy JT's about to summarize. Go. I'll give you $5 if you summarize. Now, we were talking about a lot of different shit. Trading scammers, options, shares, how options trades options. Me sitting in drawdown for like 15 minutes. Damn, dude, this is the most people I've had come watch me so far. Drop a like, my people. Drop a like. If you drop a like, I'll send you a doll hair. 10 doll hairs. Uh-oh, what are you doing, gold? Wrong way, my friend. What did the hourly do? So our hourly closed doji. We created a bottom wick for the hourly. We have this tiny little top wick on the hourly. I would need a nice top wick. Probably not breaking the highs. It doesn't necessarily have to break the highs. Which would give us our head and shoulders pattern. So we would have one shoulder. We would have, I would consider this the head. And then this would be, but our hourly kind of needs a top wick, or it might not. Let's see. Oop. We also have a little trend line breakout. What am I doing, dude? I think I'm good here. What's up, Nick? You're the man. I skipped the gym today as well, and yesterday. What day is today? Tuesday? I hope my body doesn't hurt so bad tomorrow. My body is killing me, bro. So far, the trade's looking good. It just looks like there's no volume in the market, but so far it looks like it's going to go in the direction that I want. It's forming in the direction that I want. Things are starting to line up decently. If we start to retest the daily lows, I'll likely just close it just to have some profit on stream for you guys. Damn, I'm dying for one of those days, bro. Like last week, I was feeling death going to the gym, and I had a long weekend, bro. I slept maybe like 6 hours in the last 3 days. And then last night I slept fucking horrible because my body hurts from not recovering, not sleeping, and driving a shit ton. So hopefully after some good food tonight, a decent Asian session, maybe if I get this dub on stream for you guys, give you a little idea of how I trade when price is ranging, when we're at all-time highs. Just so CBD makes me too sleepy, so unfortunately I don't like to take CBD. I prefer THC. But I'm gonna go to the dispensary after stream. Yeah, one of my boys just started a sports betting Discord. If anybody likes to sports bet, you can DM me and I can hook you up with an invite. But bro, I played Clash of Clans with him, and we had a Discord for Clash of Clans, and this guy was sending me free picks, and I was ignoring them because I'm like, I don't fucking gamble. I don't bet. The fuck? What kind of gay shit is that? I'm a Forex trader, bro. That shit's gay. And then he was like, yeah, bro, I just bet $50 and made $500. I'm like, what? No. And he would just send me free picks every day, and I never looked at them. I just ignored them, completely ignored them. And then today we got another free pick, so I'm taking the free pick today. So I'll vouch for him if it goes well and our pick hits tonight. You'll be seeing a lot more of him for sure on my channel. My dad was married to his aunt, so we were cousins for a few years. We went on a few family vacations and stuff, so I trust him. Family. Up 4 ticks, gang. 4 ticks. So what's the most drawdown that I saw? I saw a total of 13 pips of drawdown. Which would be the daily break of the lows. So that's likely where I would be closing once we start to drive down, if we do start to drive down. Gas or Zaza? What do you mean, bro? You mean gloop 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 or So I paid $290 before I filled up to go to Orlando. $297, something like that, $299. And then when I came back from Orlando, it was like $350 something. Look at that, instant bounce. The most I saw was like 4 pips. I don't think that was enough for me to close. So some sauce down here, bro. It depends where you're getting it from. If it's from the store, you're probably looking at like 40 to like 60 for a quarter, depending on the quality. Sometimes the good stuff's on sale. In the streets, it's gotten cheaper because it's just garbage in the streets nowadays. But I go to the store, bro. So I am a medical patient and I get it in a container. It's got my name on it. I can ride around, no problem. This one, 3.5, cost me $22. So the quarter was like $44.50, $45, because it's $22.50. But it'd be like that. Let's see, gold. Give me my 10 pips. A lot of people like to pocket watch, so. But I mean, you can do the math. If you see that I'm trading one contract, you can do the math. How much is it per pip? So I guess it does nothing hiding the ticks, but Yeah, bro. All I gotta say is, if you're curious, I have a job. It's called JOB funding. JOB funding. That's what I have, my friend. People were like, "Oh, you gotta like, I don't know." People are fucking weird. Because a lot of people ask, if you make a lot of money trading, why do you still work? Like, you think Wix only has one job? You think Don only has one job? You think all these other traders only have one job? No, bro. They have multiple businesses. How do you get the capital to trade with? You need a business to fund it. You just don't put in $1,000 and flip it to $1 million account. You go years after years of depositing money into there until you have a sizable account, which then you can trade and withdraw from. Motherfuckers think that because you're good at trading, that means that you automatically have a $10 million account. Like, bruh, I need money, dude. Well, at least money in the sense of the account size that I want. It would take me multiple years to reach that account size. Whereas I know for a fact I can do it with funding. So with funding, I will achieve that goal of $1 million in funding. You under risk, you get your 10% of drawdown, which is 100K in reality. So in reality, you have 100,000 of drawdown. You have a $100,000 account, and if you're taking your several 2-3% a week, listen. The whole Alex G situation kind of annoys me because I've flipped an account before. My boy JT up there, Hamilton, we flipped an account together. Like, I can show you screenshots of our account that we started with like $1,000, how it ended up thousands of dollars. Thousands of dollars. We were doing like 100% days. At the end of it all, we split the money between all of us, and each of us got a rack profit in our pockets. Yo, JT, can you send me a screenshot of our joint Webull account when we ran it up to like $5,000 or $6,000? And can you send me the screenshots of when you flipped 300 to 3,000 with me? So we've done wild shit trading. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm not 100% opposed to believing this guy. It's gonna be a while. I don't know. We did that like 2 years ago, maybe, JT, to find those screenshots. I deleted all my screenshots to save data. Yeah, unless you can probably go on Webull and take a screenshot of the calendar, maybe, of like how much profit we made for the day. I was trying to go back into our group chat to see if I could find it, but I don't know if our group chat saves pictures like that. It maybe does, because you have the older iPhone. See, people think we're playing, bro. People think we fuck around and we don't do this shit for real. You people are mistaken. Like, this is one of the meta calls. Plus 528. And the account size, $1,300. So we flip some shit. Look at this. I don't think this says a day,
But we had a trade where we were up 700 bucks total for the day. Our account was up 1900 bucks, and we were up 700 bucks for the day. So between me and JT here, we analyzed options and we flipped them together. What are some other big ass spikes? Look at this one. We got the account up to 2,000. He got up the account up to 2,800. Spiked 486, 20% for that day. My man, my boy with his cut pulled out like $3,000 and redid his teeth, bro. Brand new smile like a fucking gangster. And then I took my cut and I spent all of my money on fundeds. Oh yeah, you can see it here. So in the beginning of 2023, we started an account with like 200 bucks and we flipped it to 1,700. No, there was more days that we made more money. That was just the first 2 months because we did it at the end of the year. But you could probably see it there. So we flipped some shit. Good shit, bro. Do year 2022. I think at the end of 2022 we was when we did some wild shit. So gold gave me an attempt to drive down here. We're starting to retest the highs after faking out into range, which could be the lower high being formed before it starts to really re-break the highs and go up. We're starting to form the celery here to the upside, so it looks like my trade might be not so good now. It's looking like I should have probably closed break even here once we attempted this second trade down, or maybe move my stop loss above here. I think break even would have been better because we did come down 7 pips. So yeah, maybe break even should have been better, but let's give it some room. Let's give it some range. Our daily range is small, so we might just be coming up for a steeper top wick before the continuation to the downside. I gave myself 50 pips. 50 pips should be enough range to come down. Just give it some room. See, the thing with me back then when I was flipping, I had such a false sense of confidence because I learned so much from Don that I felt like I was the king of trading. And then when me and JT were doing it together, we were like unstoppable because he had the balls to hold our entire account in drawdown, whereas I had the technical analysis skill and he had the options knowledge to pick the right options contract and to be able to actually hold through the drawdown since we were actually trying to flip the account and grow it. So we would come up with the analysis together. I would give him my full confident analysis. We would both be waiting for the proper closure, and then he would hold the trade on his account, and that's how we did it. That's how we traded together because we're like, let's just do it together. It's safer if we can flip an account together. Like our goal was to stop at $100 a day, but bro, we had like days where we were up like 700 bucks, 500 bucks. We definitely had some losing days where we lost like 400, 500 bucks. Yeah, and then the market turned to shit, and everybody who took their profits either took it and spent it, or took their profits and tried to flip it in the markets again and got burned. The markets are just way too volatile during the 2022 and up era. That shit was wild. But like one thing I did learn in the last couple of months is to be a lot more selective with my trades and to pay more attention, because if I see a setup, it might not always be a setup. So just because you see a setup doesn't mean it is a setup. You see what I'm saying? Like here, I'm just not seeing anything going against me at the moment. I mean, our 5 minute is just rejecting so cleanly here. Our higher time frame does look like it's flipping back and forth, but when you look at the lower time frame, you can start to see the lower low, the lower high, the rejections off this area. I could have possibly taken a second entry there, and scalped it a little bit further because of how nice this move is. But I'm just gonna let it rock and let it continue to move. My goal for the day is 25 pips using a one lot. That will pass this challenge within 3 weeks. So that's the goal. So, and once that happens, once I get my 25 pips, I'm good. So if I collect 10 pips now, I'm up 48 pips for the day plus 10. That would be 58 pips for the day. So that's 2 days worth of profit that I have today. So I'm perfectly fine and willing to give away all my profits that I made today in order to catch a decent move coming down. The move was supposed to pop a little bit further. I don't know how long I'm going to stay though. Yeah, COVID death really kind of screwed things up here. So, I believe at this point I'm not gonna go break even here. I'm liking this still. I'm liking this trade still to the daily lows at least. Let's see what happens when we fill this range. Let's see at 7:30 when the market opens what happens. Patience, gang. Patience, patience, patience. Patience pays. Sometimes you get a little bit antsy looking at the candles and it's just bouncing back and forth. But I held through all of this drawdown. I can hold through a few ticks of profit until we hit my mechanical break-even point. When we hit my mechanical break-even point, I will then go break even. Until we don't tap my level, I don't give a fuck what happens. Stop loss or break even or TP. TP could be dynamic. I can switch it back and forth. That's not an issue. But when you decide your break even point, you let the market tell you when to go break even. We just had a closure below. Perfect, bro. All I need to do is retest the daily lows, and that's when I'm going break even. We have a 30-minute closure coming up in a few minutes. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, bro. I love trading. I love the emotions that it brings out. I love all the wild shit. I think that after this rebreak of this low here, what happened here? So we had a 5-minute close with barely a bottom wick here. So, by 5-minute close with barely a bottom wick. What is this 15 gonna do? This 15 is gonna close decently now. We're starting to pull back. This 30 minutes gonna close bearish completely. So I'm gonna let my shit rock. I let it rock for the 7:30. 7:30. $7:30. This market is starting to pick up. One minute, gang. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. The market's about to... What's this candle about to do? 13 seconds. Let's take a fat rip out of blinker. So this 30 just closed. If this 30 doesn't come up and form a top wick first, I'm going break even. We barely have a top wick. If it comes down to form a bottom wick, it's likely going to come up for a continuation. But I need it to come up first to make a top wick. It's just kind of frozen there. What are you doing? What are you doing, gold? What are you doing? Huh. We're scooping on the 5-minute though, so I might not be too worried about this top wick. Give me that pop, little bitch. Give me that pop, little bitch. Yeah, we attempted it. 30 came, no bottom wick, no top wick. We are break even here. If we get stopped out, we get stopped out. Not worried. If it doesn't drive now, it doesn't drive now. Let's move my stop loss here, my TP here. Let's put our hands on our butt and let it rock. And that's how you manage risk and you play safe. When price is not driving in your direction and it's taking forever to drive, you manage risk according to market structure. What did I say? If this 30 closed with a bottom wick, then things would have been much, much cleaner. But because we didn't close with the bottom wick, a tiny little bottom wick, we came down first to form a bottom wick and now we're pushing up. I don't want to be in that trade anymore. That's the exact same entry that I took over here. Closure with no top wick, price came up, formed the top wick first, and then flipped bearish. And that was the bearish move that I was intending for it to come down on. So that's the same setup that I take a lot. So because that same setup just happened right now on the 30-minute, it makes me not want to be in this trade anymore. So with that being said, instead of closing at 4 pips profit, I'm going to close break even, because look, what do you see now? We're bouncing off the SMA here. We're starting to cross the SMA here and fake out, and then it is scooping on the 5. So that's one good thing towards us. But now we just broke the downtrend here and we're starting to cross over. So tricky, 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 tricky. And we're far as fuck from this 1 hour SMA though. So we might survive here. We might survive here. Right now we're up 4 ticks at break even. Yeah, man, since there's more people watching now, I want to talk to you guys about the importance of having a job. JOB funding. Get a fucking job, bro. You need to learn a real life skill. You need to get around other people, and you need to put your body to work. You see what I'm saying? You need to develop all of these different skills that are going to allow you to be good at trading. Some people are just born with it. Some people are like Don, that they can work at a grocery store for a year and become a trader within a couple years, no problem. Some other people can't. But the majority of people that are successful in trading all have had a good job, a good paying job, not just any kind of shit job, a good paying job before they started trading. So you really need to have a job, bro. Like, I've spent thousands of dollars on my trading journey, and I would have not have had any of it if I didn't have a job. I wouldn't have my own house. I wouldn't have a business that I run with my cousin. I wouldn't have all the nice things that I have and do all of the things that I love to do if I didn't have a job. If I just sat there on my computer for years trying to learn how to trade, I wouldn't have had absolutely nothing. And then I would have been, yeah, maybe I could have gotten the skill of trading, but what am I going to fund an account with? What am I going to buy a funded account with if you're not making any fucking money and you're working at like Wawa trying to make ends meet? You see what I'm saying? That's not what you want to do, bro. You want to learn a real life skill, because if they shut down your internet tomorrow, you need something to rely on. And even though that might not happen, they might not shut down the internet, you know what I mean? You still want to do other things, bro. You need to have skills, bro. You gotta, like he says, you gotta leverage your life skills, bro. You gotta leverage what you know. And if you only know how to trade, yeah, it might be good for you, but chances are 99% chance is that you're not gonna make it. That's literally the statistics. 99% chance that you're not gonna make it. So you put all your eggs in one basket, bro, you're gonna get fucking screwed. All the richest people, all the people, like for example, Don, before he really had success in trading, he had 1 year of his savings saved up, 1 year of his bills saved up. 1 year of bills. How many of you guys have a few months of bills saved up? Almost none of you. So you're like, damn. He had an entire year of bills saved up before he even tried trading. Before he even tried full-time trading. Wix has an interview on YouTube with Marcos, and he talks about having a business with his brother, selling the business for some profit, doing some real estate and Airbnb, as well as a few other things. He has a podcast out there. So he had multiple streams of income doing multiple things before he decided to take a shit ton of money and put it into trading. You see what I'm saying? So you need a job, bro. Like, I don't like to say a lot of names, but like we had a guy in our chat, right? He would pass all these funded accounts, but then not have any money left over to activate them. Right? So he had no money left over to activate them. No. You don't need multiple streams. You need to get good at one stream first. The multiple comes after you're good at one. People are like, oh, you need to start having 10 different jobs. Bro, if you're not even good at one job, why are you going to do 10? Get good at one stream like you did. You got good at being an electrician. I got good at being an HVAC. You got good at finding side hustles that brought you extra money. And then after you get that extra money, you invest it into your real estate journey like you did, like I did. Like, bro, if you want money, bro, it's out there, bro. My dog JT is the king of side hustles, bro. Yeah, it depends what the multiple streams is. Yeah, you're right. Like right now, my boy's renting his 2 units or 3 units. My boy JT Hamilton, and that's a blessing right there. No rent, no mortgage. It's paying all of it off. And the economy got hard. Things get hard when there's not a lot of new construction and you're not doing all the same new construction jobs that you were doing previously. So not having a rent or a mortgage and having your renters pay it for you is a huge weight off your shoulders. You're a savage with crypto, bro. You gotta have like your own little Discord where you talk about these projects. Maybe a little YouTube channel, bro, because that's interesting, bro. I would love to know more. When I start these Zoom calls, bro, I gotta get you on the Zoom calls. I gotta get more hours streaming for YouTube so that I can qualify for monetization. Even though I meet the views and the subscriber count, they want more content and more watch hours. before they monetize me. So I'm probably gonna start doing like a stream in the morning, like a 6 like every. I'm gonna probably start doing like Monday, Wednesday, and like Thursday, or Mondays and Wednesdays, and trade in the morning and at night. In the morning and at night, so 4 streams. Trade like 6 in the morning till like 7:30, like an hour and a half, and then trade now from like 6 to like 8 before we get on to market mechanics stream. Yeah, I was talking about you staking coins earlier, how COVID screwed you. I didn't say your name specifically, but how COVID just fucking destroyed. We were talking about crypto and how we lost a lot of money crypto and $20,000 loss on crypto and all this shit. And how I know a guy who had like over $100,000 in Dogecoin that he wanted to retire, but he didn't know what to do with his money. And I was like, oh, staking could have been good, but at that time, if he would have staked his 100 grand, it was pre-COVID, his money would have been zero. What about those little miners that people are selling, like the Ethereum miners? I think they are. What do you think of those? I have a friend of mine who's selling one for like $1,200. Yeah, JT, I think that same device. Walter is selling it for $1,000, $1,200 or something. If he doesn't use it anymore, tell him you'll buy it off of him for $1,200. And then maybe you can make a profit off of that, because maybe it does make profit, but not enough to make his 10K back. That's the thing, that like eventually computers are gonna get so good that they're gonna be like, all right, just download this program, have Bitcoin mining in the background. We'll give you a $5 a month discount on your Wi-Fi bill, and you help the blockchain out. One tick in profit. I'm about to get stopped out break even here. Look at that. How it's at 86.4, so I'm technically 3 pips in profit, but it's the spreads are at 1. See, gang, read what my boy is saying. How did he do that? JOB funding. JOB funding. You're like, damn, I want to make 30,000. How do you do that? I had a fucking job, bro. Like, people think that all of these things in life are unattainable. Jewelry, nice cars, a nice house. I'm like, bro, if you just get a job, work at that company for 10 years, start at 15, by the time that you're 25, you'll be making likely 80,000 a year, maybe 100,000 a year. No, bro. No. There's so many people that, I mean, I talk to a lot of people, bro. People that just don't want to work, bro. And they want to come to trading. They want to put $1,000 into their account. They want to take signals, right? And then they want to make money off the signals while they learn later. You see what I'm saying? I just got stopped out break even. When people say, because like there's people that have asked me, yo, how did you fund your account? Or how do you pay for your... People, so like, I'll show you right here, bro. Look at how wild people are. Check this out. All the guy is looking for is $400 a month. All he wants to do is pay some extra bills. So he wanted to know that if he can take my signals and how much he would need to invest so that he can make that extra $400 a month and it would be easier on him. You see what I'm saying? That's the kind of questions that I get. Where, yeah, bro. Unfortunately, I have to call it here. I have to get to the weed store before they close. And I just got stopped out break even just in time. So, yeah, no, what I'm saying, what I'm pushing is to learn a skill, have something good going for you, because there's nothing that's easier in trading than all my bills are paid at the end of the day. I don't have to worry about none of that shit. I come home, I sit in my nice air-conditioned house, I have food in my fridge, I live perfectly fine, I live a perfectly good life, go to vacation whenever I want, have a bunch of nice things that I get whenever I want, not as much as I would like, and I'm not rich either, but I live a decent life and a good life, so there's nothing else that I need. So I can just sit here and come trading. But if you're at home, in your mom's room, and you're working a dead-end job, and you're trying to get out of trading, bro, that is way harder. Way harder than when you have a decent life going for you. And you have shit going for you, like my boy living rent-free already through real estate. Now being able to focus even more on trading and really giving it his all. And giving examples of how Wix and Don all saved up or had enough money saved up to live off of before they even started trading. The importance of having a good job and money saved up and how that correlates to being successful. Right, exactly. Because you did good investments and you're able to invest well, and you investing is technically a job, I would say. Depends. All my income from my job, I used it to buy real estate. I used it to invest in stocks. I used it to invest in my 401k. All my extra income from my job. And also, but like I said earlier, you saw the y'all saw